It's been 7 months since I cycled into my hometown in the north of England and called an end to my world bike tour. These last 7 months have been eventful to say the least. I started a new job, a new relationship, and moved to a new town in the countryside in North Yorkshire. After months of lockdown, the UK had finally started to open up for travel again. This change coincided with me having 5 weeks off from work during August and September, so I decided to strap some bags to my new mountain bike and go and explore my homeland. I've never really done much cycling in the UK, but most of my adult life I've lived overseas. The aim of this journey is to connect with the north of the UK in the same way that I connected to all the countries I cycled through on my world bike trip. I feel a bike is the perfect mode of transport to feel the landscapes, move fairly quickly over long distances, and be open to making interactions with the locals. I decided to take a mountain bike so I could spend more time in the remote areas of England and Scotland. It would encourage me to get away from the busy roads and travel on the bridle ways and tiny tracks that would have served horses in the centuries that have since passed. My plan was to follow a combination of the Great Britain Divide and the Great North Trail routes. I would leave my home near Skipton and start to head north through the Yorkshire Dales and the Pennines. My plan was loose, but the general aim was to head north to the top of Scotland while staying away from the roads as much as possible. Whew. I'm just leaving my home near Skipton in North Yorkshire, and I am now heading into the Yorkshire Dales properly. This is my first bikepacking trip. I'm doing it in England. Really looking forward to seeing a load of nature and wild spaces. This is some of the gold that I was hoping for. Trails, no traffic, brilliant. This is perfect cycling as well. Yes! So this is the GB Divide. This is a part of it in North Yorkshire as I head through the Yorkshire Dales. Oh, I am happy with this. So it would have been just at this point here that a Roman army about nearly 2,000 years ago in the 1st century AD would have put up their fortifications on the Mastiles Lane. This is the road, the track in which I'm following. It's pretty cool to think that 1,000 years ago a load of Italians were freezing the balls off in the Yorkshire Dales. This is tough. I've just stopped to come and cook some food. Very tired, sapped. I think I'm just out of practice. I don't feel unfit. I've been pretty active, to be honest. I'm just a full day on the bike already. It's harder than it looks. Right, let's cook some food. I always feel better after some food. Day so far. Only done 42 kilometers so far, but feels like I've done about 80. I think that's the first day for you, just getting back into the swing of things. Plus bikepacking is tough. It's really tough. You're going slow, you're off to the beaten track, all these little farmers trails and single track, and but it is beautiful. It's so worth it. No traffic, just me and the sheep. And these gates. Lots of gates. There's another one. There we go. Having not seen anybody all day, the first person I saw just so happened to recognise me. Okay. No way! What are the chances?
I'm sure I've seen a YouTube video where you meet other people that have seen you on YouTube.
Oh, brilliant. What's your name?
David.
David and Adam, yeah. Yeah, it's brilliant round here.
It's a bit windy though.
Yeah, well, this morning it was really rainy and it seems to have cleared up really well. Yeah. That was a really good encounter. Somebody knew who I was. That was mental. He gave me some great advice, which was to go over this stile, which I've just done. I've just left my bike there, and apparently just here there's a massive cave. I can see the waterfall. I thought I'd take this opportunity to wash my legs, because they are filthy. Very peaty water. With this spot. Good morning. It's raining. It's always bloody raining in Yorkshire. Here we go. Let's open the tent, see the view. That's alright. It's a foggy one. Certainly a light drizzle. Let's get up. Well, that hurt. I need to stop. Well, if that's it, if that's my only damage, is this tiny little bit of cut, bruising on my knee, I'll take that. Oh, that bloody air winded myself. I hit myself on my shoulder. Lucky to have not popped a shoulder or something there. Came down this steep bend far too quick, couldn't handle the speed, boom. Need to slow down. I nearly broke myself. But I'm lucky, bike's fine, I'm fine. Let's get the bike packed up and get ready to go. So tonight, I'm going to be staying somewhere rather cool. It's the first time, I think ever, I'm going to be staying in a proper castle. Look at this. This is Appleby Castle. Main reason I've booked this, well there's two reasons I've booked it. One, Katie, my girlfriend, is going to be coming up and she's staying with me tonight, and she's also bringing me my warm sleeping bag and a few other supplies along the way, which is lovely. And the second reason is today it's 100 days alcohol free. Now, I'm not gonna go into it too much here. That's a big deal for me and I'm super happy to be there. So this hotel's cost me £99 as today is my 99th day and tomorrow is 100. Yes, here we go. Look at this. Right, this section this way. Hello. Yeah, I've got a booking for tonight. I'm just gonna go for some food because I'm really hungry and I'm no longer by myself. Hello. Looks so good though. Fish and chips. Katie was just saying she prefers it when the chips are under the fish, and I think that's a great shout. Yeah. Let's devour this fish and chips. I'm gonna get some breakfast and let's get up these mountains in the distance. Can't beat a good sausage sandwich and egg. You need cholesterol to climb them hills. Straight into countryside cycling. Stunning. I'm at the top of Great Dun. Well, I say that. The top is this little golf ball thing, as you can see, just on the top there. But look at this cracking view. Haha! That's so good. Looks good, eh? So we're off the tarmac. First bit of proper off-road for the day. Woohoo! Got my seat post down as far as it goes. Enjoy this down. Learn this. It's pretty nice. Is it gonna move? Black grouse. That's really rare. It's fast. Something pretty bad has just happened. It's going to put a right spanner in my spokes. This is my derailleur. That's where it's meant to be attached to. Right, what I'm going to do, break the chain. I've got a quick link on there. Get that broken, turn it basically into a single speed, remove some links and remove the derailleur, tape the cable to the back and sort this out tomorrow. It's getting late. Right, let's do it. Just chain broken. Now. all fun and games, isn't it? Derailleur. Shouldn't be there. Should be here. Put it in the second gear. The 45 minutes or so that I spent fixing the chain was to no avail. As you can see, I'm riding my bike like a scooter. As soon as I start pedaling on the chain just falls off. There's a town about 1.5 miles away with food, a shop, there's even a hotel. So see what it's about when I get there. After breaking that rear derailleur, I've just come to the hotel, the Cumberland Hotel and pub, and I'm gonna get a room, 60 quid for the night. I'm just a bit fed up. I'm gonna get hopefully the mechanic to come here tomorrow with the derailleur. We'll see if he does it. Right, let's get the bags in. This is a happy face. I've just been on the phone to Dave, who he owns the shop. I think it's called North Pennine Cycles. Let me just check. Yeah, North Pennine Cycles. Landlady goes, yeah, if you want to get your bikes fixed, Dave will sort you out, not a problem. Phone him, and he's like, oh, I just went, where are you staying? Said, I'm staying at the Cumberland Hotel. He's like, don't worry, I'll be there in 5 minutes. So he's popping round for a pint. I'll have my glass of water, and yeah, we'll sit outside, show him the bike, and hopefully Dave has a solution and get me back on the road. Yes! I'll need a new chain probably, or at least new parts of the chain. Oh, I'm happy, very happy.
Yeah. It'll be on. I won't be able to do the job now, but I can advise.
Sure. I'll go and ask her to. Dave the mechanic took a good look over the bike, and it wasn't the best news. The rear derailleur hanger that had snapped was quite a specialist bit of kit, and he said he didn't stock it in his store, and they'd likely have to order that part in. So, to get me back on the road temporarily, we tried to break the chain again and get it into a fixed gear so I could continue on my way. Again, this seemed to be pretty tough and was harder than we both anticipated. In the end, we ended up calling it a day and came up with a plan for the next day. After a good night's sleep and a hearty breakfast to start the day, I came up with a plan. Rather than waiting in a local town for a week for my bike part to arrive, I would return home by train. Once I am home, my plan would be to fix the bike and return to finish the journey. My first problem would be getting to the nearest train station with my broken bike. Langwathby station was 21 kilometres away. If I couldn't hitch a lift, my only option was to push the bike over the Pennines to get there. That's a fantastic stay at the Cumberland Hotel in Alston. With the whole government £10 off your meal deal, I had a steak that was dirt cheap. Well happy with that. The bike is packed up, ready to go. Derailleur on the top. The chain is in a fixed gear. It's going to be tough this. 600 metre hill. I'm going to go towards a place where there's a train station direct to where I live. If I can hitch a lift, I'll hitch a lift. Looks difficult. Corona times. Not a lot of vans in England, so we'll see. Let's get going. So far so good with the chain. Oh, famous. Oh God, no. Famous last words, but I think my chain's working. It's going so well. Right, let's get pushing. Very annoyed. Richard offered to give me a lift to Langwathby station. He had his family with him and his 3 bikes on his bike rack, so his plan was to drop them off at the nearest town and then come and return for me. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Richard showed that even during these uncertain times, the kindness of strangers is still going strong. In a way, my bike breaking proved to add to the adventure, not detract from it.
It's only when things start going wrong do you get to the real good stuff. The type of kindness and experiences that stay with you for a long time. Richard got me to the station with 3 minutes to spare. It would take less than 2 hours to return home in what took me 3 whole days to cycle. As I looked out of the window onto the moors and hills, I was reminded of the adventure and beauty that lies just on my own doorstep. These 3 days were by far the most eventful of my year so far. As difficult as it can be to leave your comforts behind, it's totally worth it for the lasting memories and growth that follow.
Great few days. I feel like I've had so much like crammed into them few days as I could really. A lot of hills, wild camping, saw Katie, sorted out what I want to pack and what I don't want. I crashed hard. I've got a bit of a bruise on my side and whew, knocked the wind out of me. But was lucky. And then after a brilliant day, snapped my derailleur. But let's get home and I'm going to conjure up another plan. I've just spoke to the bike shop on the train. They said they're fully booked into September. So I think the plan will be to fix the bike myself, but I can't be bothered with waiting around for the parts, repairing it, and it not being right. So I think I'm going to take the Surly somewhere. The old Surly. Might come out of retirement, might have to adjust my ideas and my trip plans. Part 2 will soon to follow. Thanks for watching, see you next time.